Hi, we're in week 2 of June now. The weather has been up and down, been quite sunny, quite warm down south. We've had a few downpours, but not really done much. The ground is so dry, but the weeds are still growing. But I want to thank a few of the subscribers that have mentioned my cucumber that I planted in the polytunnel. It looked more like a courgette. So I brought down some cucumbers to replace the courgette, as we don't want a courgette in the tunnel, we want the cucumbers. So my first job is replacing the courgette with a cucumber. So this is my courgette, and it's definitely not a cucumber. We can tell it's not a long stem, and it is more like a courgette. So I'm actually going to move this, as I don't want a courgette in the polytunnel, because it's going to go absolutely crazy mad big. I'm just going to move that, and we can see our radishes have already been growing. And I'm just going to replace this with a cucumber. And this cucumber I've got is White Wonder. And we're still doing it in the mound. And we can see our radishes that have grown within a quite short time. Just removing some of the weeds. And there we go. So I replanted the cucumber with the radishes on its mound. So that's the White Wonder. And we've got the radishes in front. And we're going to find a new home for the courgette. So my next job for June is planting out the sweetcorn, and this is the glass gem sweetcorn, and it's all multicoloured. I had a link above about the harvesting of the sweetcorn for last year. Well, that wasn't great. We did get some sweetcorn, only a few, but last year they didn't get watered. So we're going to make more of an effort this year, put these closer to the polytunnel so they get a water. So we need to get these in. It's a bit windy outside, so I might just play some music while I plant these. These are going in a block and around about 12 inches to 18 inches apart, side by side in a square, and that'll do the job. So my next job is getting this sweetcorn into the bed. So that's the sweetcorn planted. 18 corns. I've done it the width of the trowel, which is around 12 inches. 12 inches apart, 12 inches side, and a nice big block. So when the wind blows, they can all pollinate together. So my next job is the squash frame, and we've got two butternut squashes. And they're going to grow up the frame and hopefully over the top. So the next two we got is squash, and this is crown prince. And it's going to go next to my rope. Pretty good roots on that. With a moat. And the next one is Blue Hubbard, and that's going to go on the end. So we've got runner beans, squash, and then cucumbers, and then tomatoes on the end. Just going to point it towards the runner. There we go. Bit of a mound and a trough along the front, so we don't go losing the water. There we go. So that's the squash arch. I'm going to go up the arch and over the top. So for each visit, it's a good opportunity to give it a hoe in between the rows, or on a hot day all the weeds will just sit on the top and dry off. So every visit, give it a little hoe, 20-30 minutes, job done. So I've just sown some more peas as we're doing our succession. So every week we're coming down, planting another bit of section for peas. And these are the aldermen, and they're growing up tall now. So we're picking our sweet peas. Oh, absolutely wonderful. And they continue blooming. Lovely. So my next job is having a look at potatoes as they've been flowering quite well. Just wondering whether there's anything in here at all. Just having a little look, a little tiny one. There we go. Still a few small ones. I'll leave it there. We have got some potatoes. So we've also just potted in the outdoor cucumber, and this is next to the squashes, and this is going to grow up the polytunnel arch on these ropes, hopefully over the top, and then cucumbers will hang down ready for harvest. And that's the plan anyway. So now it's getting warmer, good time to check your onions and check that they're going to seed. If they're going to seed, just snap off the top. They will still grow, but they won't store for long, so they need to be used first. Otherwise they produce seeds, not onion. So another vegetable that can be started in the second week of June is marrow. And if you put a marrow seed in a plastic container with a bit of paper towel which is dampened, close the lid, it will help speed up the germination of the marrow. But I can't find my marrow seeds, so I can't show you that today. But we can also do marrows in the second week of June. So that's a few jobs done on the allotment garden in the second week of June. And you can still sow a few things in the ground like lettuces, small lettuces, not ones with big heads, and Swedes, things like that can still be done during the second week of June. But the main part of it is just to sit and enjoy. Cheers.